Be encouraged.
Your English is probably better than you think it is. Unfortunately, a lot of English learners have a very negative view of their English skills. Do you ever find yourself saying or thinking things like, "My English is probably full of mistakes. I'm afraid to speak because other people might not understand me. I have been studying for years, but my English is still bad." I can tell you honestly, your English is probably better than you imagine. As a tutor of English, I have interacted with thousands of students. I correct their homework assignments. So I can say with confidence that most of you are doing great in English. Yes, of course, there is a room to improve. But you already have good English skills. And I can understand your speaking and writing. That's a really big accomplishment. So if you tend to have a low opinion of your English, try to eliminate those negative thoughts by focusing on what you can do, not what you can't do yet.
Don't compare.
One reason that many English learners have a low opinion of their skills is that they are comparing themselves to native English speakers or other learners who have reached fluency. If you observe that your English is not as good as other people's, you start to feel bad about yourself, imperfect, inferior, etc. Don't compare. It's not fair. Native English speaking adults have had 20 plus years of being immersed in English practically 24 hours a day. We have watched thousands of hours of television in English. We have had years and years of instruction in school, read tons of books in English, and participated in millions of conversations in English. That's a huge advantage. If you had all that experience, you would be a native speaker too. So comparing yourself as an English learner to a native English speaker doesn't make sense. Learning a language later in life is a different experience and can't be compared to being raised as a native speaker since birth. You should also avoid comparing yourself to other English learners. The fact is that everyone is different. Some people naturally learn faster. Some people naturally learn more slowly. Some people have invested more time in studying. Other people have studied on and off. Some learners have had excellent teachers. Other learners have had trouble finding a good teacher or method. Don't compare your English skills to anyone else. Just focus on your individual progress. Mistakes. They have the power to make you afraid to use your English. They can also make you feel humiliated when someone corrects you. They represent your failure to know the rules of English, right? Wrong. Mistakes only have all that power if you allow them to have such power. The goal of learning English is to communicate. And the fact is that many mistakes actually don't damage communication. For example, if you say, "It depends on the weather," instead of the correct version, "It depends on the weather," everyone will still understand you. And many won't even notice the small error. If you say, "I live here for 3 years," instead of the correct version, "I have lived here for 3 years," or "I have been living here for 3 years," people will still know what you're saying. Everyone will understand what you meant because of the context of the sentence. Yes, of course, we want to correct these so you can speak more perfectly. But can you see that these mistakes aren't so serious? That's why you shouldn't beat yourself up. Sometimes you make a bigger error that does cause a communication problem. This is normal. It's a part of learning a language. Just try to clarify the issue using other words. Think of a different, simpler way to say what you want to say. Just remember that making mistakes does not mean you're stupid. Choose to view mistakes as an opportunity to learn, not a disaster.